David casually asked for the live stream to be deleted. Sitting beside him was 14-year-old Celeste Rivas Hernandez, laughing, unaware of the darkness that lay ahead. Just 4 months later, she would vanish without a trace. And when her body was finally discovered, it was in pieces, hidden inside David's own car. Now, the last known footage of Celeste alive has surfaced, and investigators believe it could blow the case wide open. The discovery shook Hollywood. On the morning of September 8, 2025, workers at Hollywood Tow on North Mansfield Avenue noticed something strange about a sleek black Tesla Model 3 that had been sitting untouched for weeks. The car had Texas license plates, a dent in its frame, and worst of all, a sickening stench that grew stronger each day. The Tesla had been impounded back on August 15th after being abandoned near the Hollywood Hills, just blocks from some of the entertainment industry's wealthiest homes. For nearly a month, it sat unopened. Its glossy black paint gave no hint of the horror inside. But curiosity finally won. Staff opened the front trunk, or frunk, as Tesla owners call it, and what they found would haunt them forever. Inside, wrapped in black plastic bags, were the dismembered, decomposed remains of a young girl. Within hours, the Los Angeles Police Department, crime scene investigators, and the county coroner were on the scene. Dental records confirmed the victim's identity. 15-year-old Celeste, missing from her Lake Elsinore home since April 2024. She had been just 13 when she disappeared, a bright, artistic teenager who loved music and dreamed of a future that would never come. But the most shocking revelation was yet to be uncovered. The Tesla wasn't just any abandoned car. It was registered to David Anthony Burke, the 20-year-old R&B sensation whose meteoric rise had made him one of the most recognizable voices of his generation. Burke wasn't some underground hopeful struggling for recognition. He was a viral superstar. The voice behind haunting Gen Z anthems like Romantic Homicide and Here With Me, tracks that blended raw emotion with lo-fi bedroom production, striking a nerve with millions worldwide. Born in New York and raised in Houston, Burke carefully crafted his image as an introverted, vulnerable artist who poured his feelings into his music. His breakout hit Romantic Homicide was famously recorded in his sister's closet, using nothing more than an iPhone, a pair of earbuds, and a free music app. Its chilling refrain, "I killed someone in the back of my mind," was embraced by fans as a metaphor for heartbreak. Burke himself admitted the lyrics were a little sad, but no one imagined they might hint at something far darker. Now, with Celeste's body discovered in his car, that haunting lyric feels like a prophecy. And what began as a missing persons case has spiraled into one of the most shocking scandals the music industry has ever faced.
And then I made Romantic Homicide, and it was so different than everything else I had made because it was actually sad. It was slow, it was sad, it was emotional.
By 2025, D4vd had cemented himself as a global sensation, amassing more than 33 million monthly listeners on Spotify, a feat that placed him among the platform's most streamed artists. His shows sold out in minutes, his merchandise disappeared from shelves, and record labels chased him with multi-million-dollar offers. Before turning 21, he had already achieved the kind of worldwide recognition most artists spend a lifetime chasing. In interviews, Burke came across as thoughtful and imaginative, describing himself as someone fueled by empathy, creativity, and vision. He frequently shared his passion for gaming, anime, and poetry, influences that bled into his artistry. His music videos were more than visual.
You can expel that thought from your mind.
We found photos from last September where he has on his pointer finger of his right hand
the same finger as hers.
The same exact finger, the exact same tattoo. It's in black, so it's not red ink.
The tattoo would later stand out as one of the most chilling pieces of evidence in the entire Cassia permanent mark of secrecy, binding a rising star to a missing teenager. Then, in December 2023, an unreleased demo track titled Celeste surfaced on music forums and across social media. Its lyrics were startling in their bluntness. "Oh, Celeste, the girl with my name tattooed on her chest. I'm obsessed." At first, listeners dismissed it as fiction. Another example of Burke's flair for storytelling through song. But in hindsight, the timing was damning. The track had appeared months before Celeste's disappearance, suggesting a relationship that had been quietly unfolding far longer than anyone realized. Her mother, Maria Hernandez, would later recall that before vanishing, Celeste had mentioned a boyfriend named David. At the time, it seemed harmless. David is one of the most common names in America. There was no reason to think twice. What her family could never have imagined was that this David was the same voice echoing nightly from her bedroom speakers, the same young artist selling out arenas across the country. Burke's casual references to death and violence in his music had once been interpreted as metaphor, a kind of artistic bravado.
She died, and I didn't even cry, not a single tear.
Yo, wait.
Oh, look at answer that one. That's so mean if you don't answer.
Which one? What's good to have a big family. Yo, thank you, Mitch Conjure.
I gotta sound with him if you even.